built to serve more than 3 decades, is retiring early after spending about a decade just stuck at the dock.
Yeah, last Friday, the U.S. Navy announced plans to deactivate the 34-year-old sub, bringing an early end to its career. Cooper Morgan joins us now. Coop, why did that sub never make it back out to sea?
Well, Morgan, it's because the Navy determined that the cost of repairing it would actually not outweigh the benefit toward putting that money somewhere else. Costs and priorities. The Navy says the cost of manpower and funds toward fixing an older class ship like the USS Boise no longer made sense compared to investing those same resources into buildings and building and delivering new submarines to that fleet. Mark Kirkland worked on subs for 6 years.
I was a nuclear machinist mate, so I was in the engine room pushing the boat through the water.
He spent a lot of time stationed in Virginia on the USS Key West, the same time and place a familiar name spent there, the USS Boise.
When it came out of the shipyards, we tied up to it a couple of times, and it was underway a lot also.
Kirkland joined the USS Boise committee after moving to Idaho, where he's followed the boat, helping lead efforts to bring sailors to the Gem State, show them around, and support them when they need it. The boat was commissioned in 1992. It fired Tomahawk missiles during the opening days of Operation Iraqi Freedom, part of a career expected to last decades. One of the newer generation Los Angeles-class submarines still in service.
They typically were built for 30 or 40 years. That's how long they can typically be in service. My boat was almost 40 years. Some boats went 15 years.
But in 2015, the boat hit a different kind of obstacle, a shipyard backlog during scheduled maintenance.
Shipyards are backed up, and it's really a matter of how many people can they get to work in the shipyards. How many welders, how many mechanics, how many electricians.
Without that overhaul, the boat could no longer safely dive. Eventually, the USS Boise lost its dive certification in 2017. The decision came last week. Instead of spending billions to give Boise maybe 10 more years at sea, the Navy will focus that money on new submarines.
Do you spend $2 billion on building something that will last 10 years, or do you put that $2 billion into a brand new submarine that might last 30 or 40 years?
The timing, it's bittersweet and almost symbolic. Boise is decommissioned 1 week, and the USS Idaho, a cutting-edge Virginia-class sub, is commissioned the next.
An exciting time. Got a committee of over 100 people throughout the state of Idaho. A lot of us are headed out for the commissioning, and it's just going to be a fantastic and truly Idaho event in Groton, Connecticut. So the two most important things in submarine construction are acoustic stealth and nuclear technology, and both of those come from Idaho.
For Kirkland, he knows the drill. Just like on active duty, sailors move from boat to boat, but every boat a chapter of history, leaving its own impression on the people and the community.
You know, every time a boat goes away, that's another piece of history.
And another piece of history, like you said, will be made next week, Saturday the 25th, with the commissioning of the USS Idaho in Connecticut. KTVB will be live streaming that ceremony featuring former Governor Dirk Kempthorne and other speakers starting at 9 a.m. on KTVB Plus and KTVB.com, guys.
Looking forward to that. Going to have a lot of pomp and circumstance.
Yes.
Cooper, thank you.